I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I ride through your block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I have in the bins and pull out.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in the video with yet another video. Today, I'm coming to you guys with a builds rankings video. I haven't done one of these pretty much for the categories. I've pretty much gave y'all some of the best builds ranked in multiple videos when it came to positions, for like badges, rarity, most overpowered, stuff like that. But I haven't really gave y'all pretty much like in the other categories like ISO, two-way, all the other different categories I can give you guys. So if you guys want me to give you guys the ISO, today I'm gonna give you guys the ISO. But if you guys want me to give you guys also the two-way, all you gotta do is just show the support on the video and like the video. It's that simple. But yeah, man, for today, I'm gonna give you guys pretty much the 5 best ISO builds in the game. Also gonna give you guys an honorable mention just in case y'all wanna try that one too. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give you guys pretty much all of the best ISO builds in the game as of right now. So yeah, man, pretty much all there is to it. If you haven't already, please leave a like on this video. Pretty much, that's all I'm gonna say. Subscribe if you're new. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into the video. Alright, so first things first is going to be honorable mention. Now, for the honorable mention, we have a build that's at 6'8". The only reason this is an honorable mention is because it's a lot slower than the other 5 builds. So, this is for the people that actually want to go taller in height. You want to be able to do a little bit more than just ISO. So, this is going to be a build that's at 6'8". When it comes to the weight, you're going to be at minimum weight. Then when it comes to wingspan, you're going to be at 7'1". Now, this is going to be a power 4. All the builds on this list are not going to be power 4 builds. I'm going to just say that right now. So, yeah, first things first. You're going to be having 17 finishing, 20 shooting, 23 playmaking, and 22 defensive. Now, when it comes to the physicals, you're gonna have a max speed, acceleration, and stamina. Vertical is at a 69. For the defensive rebounding, they get 22 bad grades. You're gonna pretty much be maxing out block, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, and perimeter defense. Pretty much everything that you really need on this build is gonna be maxed. I'm not gonna go over every single thing like I do for dedicated videos. I'll do that if I drop a video for this build. But yeah, for this build, pretty much you're gonna end up with 17, 20, 23, and 22. Very, very well-rounded. I think that's 82 bad grades, actually, to be exact. Then when it comes to the takeovers, I ended up going with, you can get some pretty good choices. You get lock. I'm pretty sure you can even get glass on it. I'm pretty sure it's slasher, sharp, lock, and glass. I did end up going with spotter precision and finishing moves. Definitely spotter precision first so that we can get our takeover a lot faster. Just that simple. Then the build comes out as a playmaking 3-level scorer, similar to shades of Chris Webber, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and John Collins. So yeah, man, that's going to be like the honorable mention. In my opinion, that's a really good build. But yeah, man, I feel like there's just 5 other ISO builds on this list that's just going to be better. And when I say ISO, just faster. Alright, coming in at number 5, wink wink. I'm gonna just go ahead and say this right now. This is a point guard build. Tomorrow I will be dropping a point guard build video. Pretty much gonna be going in detail on this build and another build. So stay tuned for that. I got that joint dropping tomorrow. A lot of people be saying stop dropping all these power 4 builds. I got y'all. Just know I see what y'all be saying. I got y'all. Now for the build. The build actually is going to be 6'3". That's the only reason why it's so low. You're so much shorter than other builds. But this build is crazy. I'm gonna just say that right now. Now for the weight, you're gonna be at 182 on the weight, then 6'9" on the wingspan. Now, what makes this build crazy? You have 99 drive and dunk, 99 3-pointer, 99 speed ball, 99 perimeter defense, 98 speed and acceleration, and 99 stamina, all at 99 overall. Like, come on, bro. When you were seeing the way they were making builds, you were saying, like, I'm gonna make a build exactly like this. And I'll show y'all, you can make a build like this. Now, the only thing is, you're going to only have 8 finishing badge upgrades, 13 shooting badge upgrades, 18 playmaking, and 14 defensive. Now, pretty much the finishing, shooting, and playmaking are good enough for me. I just would personally rather have more defensive badge upgrades. Now, if you're a point guard, you being this fast, you're going to be able to make it work. I'm going to just say that right now. So if there's people out there looking for a point guard build, I'm going to go over this build in way more detail tomorrow, but this is kind of like a teaser for it. But yeah, this is pretty much the best point guard ISO build in the game. Now, when it comes to the takeovers, you can go with pretty much, I went with spotter precision and pull-up precision. You can go with any of the shot creator takeovers. That's really up to you. You can also still go with finishing moves. That's what you want to go with. But with the meta for what the game is right now, me personally, I would rather go with a shot creator takeover. You can even go with shot creator takeover first and then have sharp takeover on the back end to get that +8 to your three-pointer. That's up to you, though. To be honest, if you want to have that shot creator takeover, because that's what people like to do so they can get their takeover a lot faster. Because if you don't know, you have shot creator takeover and somebody on your team has special delivery Hall of Fame. You have hot shot Hall of Fame, you can get team takeover in one shot. So that's pretty much what people are doing. But for video purposes, I didn't do that. I just went sharp takeover and shot creator takeover, which was both of the precision takeovers. And the build comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer, similar to shades of John Morant, Russell Westbrook, and Steve Francis. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a dedicated video going over in way more detail on this build. So yeah, if you guys ready for that, just go ahead and spam the like button. I'm also going to be showing you guys another point guard build in that video. Alright, next, coming in at number 4. Now, this is another power forward build. Do not get upset. Do not get afraid. Now, this is a 6'7" power forward, but it's not the way everybody make it, in my opinion. I don't really see people making it. Now, this is going to be a scoring machine build. Now, how many badge upgrades are you going to end up with? You're going to end up with 19 finishing, 20 shooting, 18 playmaking, 26 defensive. Now, for the height, weight, and wingspan, you're going to be at 6'7" height. I already said that. Minimum weight, then 7'4" is the maximum wingspan. So that's pretty much the difference between some of these. I'm going to have a couple different versions of 6'7" ISO because this is pretty much the best height for ISO builds. It's pretty much the most well-rounded for all the categories. Now, for the 19 finishing, you're going to pretty much be well-rounded there. For the 20 shooting, you're going to pretty much get all the attributes you want there. For the 18 playmaking, you might want to have a higher pass accuracy, but pretty much you get the things max that you really want max. Then for the defensive rebounding, you probably wish you could have a higher steal. That's kind of the only reason why it's so low, but you do have 26 badge upgrades to work with. So like, you can't even really still be mad at that either. Then when it comes to the physicals, you're going to have a max speed, acceleration, and then you're going to have a max stamina, and the verticals just going to be at a 70. So yeah, man, that's pretty much how the attributes come out to be. Then when it comes to the takeovers, you're going to pretty much get the same takeovers every single build that gets the same takeovers. So spotter precision and finishing moves, I pretty much gave y'all a rankings video on that already. I don't need to go too in detail on that. And then the build comes out as a scoring machine similar to shades of Pascal Siakam, Chris Webber, and Julius Randle, who has actually been having a really, really good season this year. Alright, next, coming in at number 3 spot for the best ISO builds in the game. This is actually going to be a small forward build. Now, when it comes to the height, weight, wingspan, the thing that makes this build different from the 6'7" you can get at power forward, it's going to be a lot faster when it comes to speed of ball and just regular speed. Now, when I say a lot faster, it's only going to be +3, but you can get both of those over 90 extremely easy by hitting 98 overall. Now, when it comes to the weight, like I said, it's going to be the difference. You're going to be able to go way lower, which is going to be minimum at small forward at 180. Then when it comes to the wingspan, you're going to go 6'11" on the wingspan. Now, the differences between small forward and power forward really is the fact that you have to do certain things at small forward that you wouldn't have to do at power forward to be able to get more badges. Now, you're going to have 11 finishing, but you're not going to have as high as a gyro layup if you made a build kind of in this mode at the power forward. Then when it comes to the shooting, you're going to have 13 badge upgrades, but you're not going to have a max mid-range so that you can be able to get as many shooting badges as possible while also having a good free throw. Then when it comes to the 15 playmaking badge upgrades, that's pretty well-rounded. I'm not going to lie. You have a pretty decent pass accuracy. That's going to be able to get to 75 and 99. Then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, this actually has one of the higher steals out of the 6'7" builds on this list. And you're going to have 22 badge upgrades to work with. So that's also really good. But yeah, I feel like small forwards, it's just easier to make a build that has a high steal. Now, if you didn't even go max, if you didn't even go to this steal, I'm pretty sure you could even have better offensive rebound. Like, you could have more badges where you would have a higher offensive rebound and then put the rest to steal. You probably could even have more badges, but I wanted to be able to have a steal rating on this build. So that's kind of how I made it. But yeah, pretty much that's going to be the attributes. Then when it comes to the takeovers, like I said, if you can get these options, that's the ones you're just gonna go with. On this one, I actually end up going with shot creator takeover first and then sharp takeover second. So pretty much pull-up precision is gonna be our main takeover. Then for the dual takeover, we're gonna have spotter precision. So when you have main takeover and you don't have the other takeover, you can still get that +8 to your 3-point rating. So if you're a person that only puts spotter precision to get that +8, you can put that as your secondary takeover on whatever takeover you want to go with. So yeah, just a tip for people that's trying to do that. Then when it comes to the build comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer, similar to shades of Scottie Pippen, Jason Tatum, and LeBron James. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best ISO build, or pretty much the third best ISO build in the game. All right, next, coming in at number 2. Now, the biggest difference between this is it's just pretty much showing you the biggest difference between small forward and power forward. Now, small forward and power forward. Small forward, you can just be slightly faster, where you're gonna have a higher speed of ball. And power forward, you're gonna get way more badges. See, for the small forward, you only have 11 finishing. On the power forward, you're gonna have 18 finishing. On the small forward, you only had 13 shooting. On the power forward, you're gonna have 20 shooting. On the small forward, you only have 15 playmaking. On the power forward, you have 19. On the small forward, you had 22 defensive. On the power forward, you now have 20. So yeah, man, you can see where I'm coming from. Then when it comes to the physicals, you're gonna have a max speed, acceleration, and stamina. I still haven't even went over pretty much the physicals. Now for the physicals, you're gonna be pretty much the same thing from the wingspan and the height. The only difference that's on this build between this one and the last one I just talked about is the weight. This is pretty much gonna be minimum weight for power forwards. So pretty much it's gonna be kind of the same build, but it's a lot different because you're gonna see we actually now have a max drive and layup and a max mid-range, and that's gonna allow us to get a 99 mid-range and a 98 layup, while also having pretty much a max standard dunk, post control. So yeah, man, this build is just extremely well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? Would I rather have a higher steal? Yeah. So if you don't want to take that hit on badges, you can just take your interior defense all the way down and try to get your steal as high as possible. You're not gonna get as many badges, but you will have a higher steal, and that's gonna make you a lot better, in my opinion. But yeah, that's really up to you. Then when it comes to the takeovers I ended up going with, I told you, if you get the shot creator and sharp takeovers, those are the two takeovers you need to be going with. So we do go with spot up precision and pull up precision. Then the build comes out as a scoring machine, similar to shades of DeMar DeRozan, Julius Randle, and Pascal Siakam. So yeah, man, that's going to be the second best ISO build in the game. Let's go ahead and hop into the best ISO build in the game. Now, coming in at number 1. Now, if you don't know, when I make these videos, when it comes to these rankings videos, I don't do no research. I just pretty much go into the game knowing what I know for when it comes to these builds. So all these builds that you see in this video today, I went into 2K and made these builds specifically for this video. Now, when it came to this build actually opened my eyes, and I now made a new build. So I'll also be updating you guys soon on my new build. It's gonna be something similar to this, but it's a little bit better. But yeah, this build was really made towards ISO. Now, how do you make it? You're gonna be 6'7", 210 on the weight, but now you're gonna be at pretty much 7'2" wingspan. Now, why are we going with the same weight on pretty much all these powerful builds? Because weight is pretty much how you're gonna be able to have your speed ball as high as possible, your speed as high as possible, and that's what matters to me. Pretty much when it comes to ISO, you wanna be as fast as possible with that build. In my opinion, that's what I would say. Now, when it comes to the bad setup for this build, you're gonna actually have 19 finishing, 20 shooting, 18 playmaking with 25 defensive badges. Now, when it comes to the physicals, you're gonna have a max speed, acceleration, and stamina. When it comes to the finishing, you're gonna have pretty much everything max except for the close shot. Then when it comes to the shooting, you have mid-range and three-pointer max. Playmaking, you're gonna have ball handling, speed ball max. Interior defense, or not interior defense, but defensive rebounding, you're gonna have perimeter defense, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound all being maxed. The only other thing you really would want max on a build on this game is steal. Now, you want to have a high pass accuracy, but you don't really care about that being max, in my opinion. So if you're a person that don't need 19 finishing, go ahead, take off that post control and try to put that to your steal. That could make your build a lot better. That's just what I would say. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be updating you guys. When I seen this video, I was like, I gotta make something like this for me. So yeah, I'm gonna probably be updating y'all on my new build. If you haven't already seen my build that I've been using, I will put that in the link. It's gonna be in the description no matter what. So yeah, the link to that will be in the description. But yeah, going on further into this build, pretty much is going to be the takeovers. We're gonna go with spotter precision and finishing moves. Those are the best 2 options for this build. You don't get shot creator options, so those are definitely the best 2 options. And the build comes out as a scoring machine similar to shades of DeMar DeRozan, Julius Randle, and Pascal Siakam. So yeah, man, that's going to be the 5 best ISO builds in the game. Actually 6, because I actually gave you guys 6 builds, which one was an honorable mention, and then I pretty much ranked them all in order from worst to best. So yeah, man, for that alone, if you haven't already, please do leave a like on this video and make it go out to a lot more people. Subscribe if you're new. We on the road to 100K. When I get 75K, we're gonna have a banger week, and we go crazy every single time it's a banger week. Ask somebody. It's that simple. But yeah, man, turn on post notifications, be the first to every single one video. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm out there, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Bands to make her talk, if she don't wanna speak, then that shit chalk. I came in peace till that boy talk. I'm on my knees and I'm praying to the Lord. Last year they said I was dreaming a lot. Just 1 year later and we still won't stop. Been stacking my paper, best where I know.